Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and today I'm going to show you how to build a cherry wood house in Minecraft. Perfect if you want to set up base in the new beautiful cherry blossom biome in 1.20, the Trails and Tales update. Super quickly before we begin, if you're building this in survival, you want to check out the description down below for a full materials list of all of the items that we're going to be using for this house. Once you've found a good spot to build your house in, the first thing we're going to do is grab some stripped cherry logs and we're going to place one block here, leave a gap of 3 and place another. And in the middle here is where the front of the house is going to go, or the main entranceway. So that's where you want it to be located, just bear that in mind. Then from these two logs, we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, we'll place another, and same again over here. So we have this 5 by 7 rectangle. Then we'll grab some deep slate, and on the left hand side of the build, so on this block right here, one block diagonally, we'll place 1, 2, and 3. Same again over here, and then just connect them up like that. So we kind of have this C shape. Then on the right hand side, we're going to do the same, but on this block coming outwards, diagonally by 1. And we can extend that out by 2 more blocks, and then we're going to go across by 2 more, then we're going to go across by 6 more, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then just go across by 2 more like that. So we should have this shape, which is the general layout for the base of the build. Now we can grab some more of our stripped cherry logs, and from all of these points that we've marked out, we're going to extend them up by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks for a total of 6. So just make sure you get that done on all 4 of those pillars. Then we can grab some more stripped cherry logs, and we're going to come to the left hand side first, where we're going to have 2 blocks on these outer blocks, and then on the inside deep slate we're going to have 3. So it should be slightly higher than the outside ones. Then we can come over to this deep slate shape, and we're going to have 3 blocks here, then 2 blocks here on these outer 2 blocks, leave a gap of 2, and on this one we're going to have 3, then we're going to have a 2 and a 2 over here. So 2 round the back, 3 in the middle, 2 round the front, and another 3 here. Now we're going to grab some of our birch blocks, and we're going to come to this shape over here on the left side and just start on the roof outline. So we're going to start with an upside down stair facing forwards, then a stair coming off the back of that one. Then we'll have a trapdoor in front and on top of that stair, with another stair on top of that trapdoor. Make sure you crouch when you place that one, and another stair here. And we can also go ahead and place a trapdoor on top of that one, as well as one underneath this stair. And you can go ahead and do the same thing for the other side too. And once you've got both of those done, we can go ahead and place 2 upside down stairs facing into each other with 3 birch slabs in the middle. And very quickly, go ahead and place down 3 more trapdoors. Now we're going to do the roof outline for this shape round the right of the build. So we're going to do some more of these with the stairs and trapdoors, starting on this block right here. So 2 stairs, the 2 trapdoors, 2 more stairs, and then 2 more trapdoors on top and underneath. Then we can also go ahead and do 2 more of those shapes round here. So we're actually going to do 2 upside down stairs and kind of do both of them at the same time, and they should kind of meet in the middle. So 2 stairs either side, 2 trapdoors either side, 2 more stairs, and you can see they're eventually closing in together into the center, and then we can just go ahead and place 1, 2, and then 3 trapdoors. And then just to connect all of these up around the front of the build, we'll do 2 upside down stairs and a slab in the middle with 2 trapdoors on top. And then round the back of the build here, we're going to do something a little bit weird, but it'll make sense later. So we're going to start with an upside down stair, then a slab, then a full block here, then another slab, and then a stair here with 2 trapdoors here and here. Again, that looks a little bit weird right now, but trust the process, it'll look normal later. I did also forget we need to go ahead and slap some trapdoors underneath these 2 stairs right here. So with these 2 outlines done, we can start on the main one at the top here. So we're going to go ahead and just pick one of the sides right now. I'm at the front of the build, so feel free to do the same. They're going to be identical anyway, so it doesn't really matter which one you pick. But we'll start with 2 stairs upside down on the top of these pillars facing into each other. 2 stairs on the outside, then we'll have a full plank with 2 more stairs on top of those blocks. Then we're going to have 2 more stairs, this time having them face outwards instead of into each other. Very important, that one is. and then we're going to stick 2 birch planks on top of those with another 2 stairs and another upside down one in the middle. Then just on the top of this upside down stair, we're going to have another stair facing backwards with an upside down one and then another stair like this. Then we're going to face into the build and place another stair with an upside down one and then a trapdoor on top. So we get this cool looking archway shape. I'm not sure what it is, but it's very fantasy like and I really do quite enjoy it in this build. You can also go ahead and repeat the same structure around the back of the build too, so you have 2 identical sides. And then we're going to come down to these stairs here and we'll have 2 upside down stairs and a line of slabs going across, and we can repeat the same over here. 2 more stairs and a line of slabs. Then we can grab our stripped birch logs and we basically want to have a horizontal line going all the way across on this block. Same again over here on the other side, and then these 4 blocks too. So just make sure they're all facing the same way and you don't accidentally place any like that. Otherwise it's going to look a little bit weird and you can see it doesn't quite fit in. So just make sure they're all going horizontal. And then lastly, we can have another line here all the way up the top. And all we have to do then is on these 2 levels, so on top of this one and this one, we're going to have a line of birch slabs going all the way across. Of course, same again over on the other side, just for some symmetry. And then at the top, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to be alternating between trapdoors and slabs all the way until we get to the other side. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and finish the roof for these 2 smaller parts of the build, starting on the left hand side, and all we're going to do here is have a line of slabs, then go up by half a block, so just place it on the top part of the stair, and then 1 more up by half a block once again. Super simple. This one, a little bit more complicated, but nothing too bad at all really. We're going to start with some stairs facing inwards on both of the sides. Then we'll have 3 slabs level with the top of the stairs with some trapdoors on top of those slabs themselves. And then all we need is just a 3x3 of some more cherry wood slabs. Now we can start detailing some of these walls here. So we're going to start on this smaller building to the left hand side and we'll go around the back to begin with. And the first thing we're going to do is place 3 cherry fences just tucked away in the corner there. Then we can have an upside down cherry stair with a white stained glass pane underneath it. Then we'll move round to the side here and we'll have 2 cherry planks either side with 1 more in the middle and another glass window just like that. Then we can grab a cherry trapdoor and we're going to place one here so it's level with the deep slate. You may have to be breaking quite a lot of these flowers as we do this build, by the way. So you want that level with the deep slate, so you should be able to place a flower pot or something else on top of it. Then we can just go ahead and add 2 around both of the sides here just to make this little table looking thing. And then lastly, over on this side, we're going to do a similar thing round the back with the upside down stair and the white stained glass pane. Then this time we're going to have a coarse dirt here in front of the window and an upside down cherry stair just to the side of it like that, with 2 cherry fences on top of it. And then last but not least, we just want to cover the coarse dirt with trapdoors and place some sort of flower on top of it. With that side done, we can move round to the right side here, starting at the front of the build this time, and we're going to have a cherry fence in this corner with a soul lantern on top of it. If you can't get soul lanterns, regular lanterns are fine, but I really like the color with the cherry wood here, but regular lanterns are fine, as I said. Then we'll have an upside down cherry stair with a white stained glass pane here. Come round to this side where we can have a full cherry plank with a white stained glass pane. Then coming round to this side, we're going to have 2 cherry planks either side, 1 at the top in the middle here, and then 2 upside down stairs with, of course, 2 more windows like so. Then we can go ahead and just break some of the debris on the floor here because we're going to need to place some blocks. And we'll have 3 coarse dirt this time for a bit of a bigger flower bed. Of course, go ahead and cover that up with the cherry trapdoors. And this time you can plant whatever you want, but I personally am going to use some of these pink petals and just kind of fully flesh out all of them. So it's kind of like this nice full flower bed with a bunch of little flowers. I really, really like these things. Then what we can do is place a chain here underneath that trapdoor with a soul lantern, and then last but not least, we just need to place a full cherry plank, another window, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the cherry fences. Now we're going to start work on the main part of the build, and we'll begin round this side here since we're already over here. So we'll start with our cherry door placed there next to these logs over here, and then we're going to grab some stripped cherry wood. Now this is exactly the same as the logs, just without this top texture, and we're using that because placed on top of the door you don't see the underside texture like you would with the log. So go ahead and add a wood block here with 3 cherry logs on top of it. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3 logs, a wood block, a window with the white stained glass pane, and another cherry wood. Then we'll have a big line of logs going all the way up like that, and then we'll do the same over here. So leave a gap and a big line of logs going all the way up. Then we'll have 1, 2, and 3 logs with an upside down stair like that, which is just kind of completing the interior. Doesn't make a difference from the exterior for now, but it'll look good once we move to the inside. So we have this window. All we need to do for this next bit is just place a cherry trapdoor next to it for some sort of shutter. All we need to do for the left hand side here is just go ahead and place down 2 lines of cherry logs 5 blocks wide like that. Super simple, just make it so you can't see through to the actual build. So we're going to start work on the front of the house here, so around this side, and we're going to come to these blocks and count up 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one we'll have 3 horizontal logs going across. Then we can have 2 upside down cherry stairs with a trapdoor in the middle and 2 trapdoors folded upwards right against the logs like that. Then we're going to make a little bit of an entranceway here. So we're going to place our cherry door down like that. So on the front of this block here, not on the back of this one. So front of this one. Then we'll have 3 cherry logs either side of it like that. And then once again, we're going to be making use of the cherry wood, obviously just the regular one this time. And we'll place that on top of our door. Then we'll have 3 more logs, and then we'll have 3 more going upright like that with a cherry wood, then a window, then another cherry wood. So from the outside, it should look like this for right now. Then what we can do is go ahead and just place in 2 upside down cherry stairs like we did at the bottom, but then also 2 more in the other corners. So we're going to make this circular shape here by just placing a trapdoor next to all of the stairs, just like that. And last but not least, we just want to add 2 more cherry logs here and here. And I nearly forgot, we want to add a soul lantern hanging from a chain right in the center there. Now for the final side, the back of the build here, we're going to be starting the same way we did for the front by counting up 4 blocks and going across with a horizontal line of logs. Then in the middle here, we'll have a vertical line of logs to connect them up like that. Then what we can do is actually just temporarily step inside the build to place in these 2 stairs. So they should be facing inwards, not outwards. And we can cover up the back of them by placing a cherry trapdoor. Then we're going to have 2 white stained glass panes on top of both of those stairs with a cherry fence gate in front of the top pane. And we're going to go ahead and open both of those up and place a cherry trapdoor on top of them. Then just above that, we're going to do the similar thing as what we did around the front. So we're going to start with a cherry stair in all of the corners, just like that, and connect them with a cherry trapdoor. So we should have our circular shape once again. We can also go ahead and place in 2 of our cherry strip logs with our soul lantern once again. And then we can just step inside for this next bit, and we're going to place a temporary block here. Actually, we'll have 3 temporary blocks going across, and then we can add 3 here on either side, and then we'll have a cherry wood in the middle. Get rid of the temporary blocks, a window, and then another cherry wood. So if we just head outside, you can just check yours looks the same as mine does here. And that is the exterior of the build all done. We can now head on inside and begin work on the interior. So at the moment, it's a little bit messy in here. The first thing we're going to do is just clean up all of these flowers. If you're building in the cherry blossom biome, it's probably just going to be easier if you slap a water bucket down and pick it up afterwards. And hopefully that should flow all the way through and get most of the drops, which feel free to collect and save for later use. But the first thing we're going to do here is actually start in this little corner, and we're going to have a line of birch slabs going all the way across like that. So half a block above this window. Then we'll have 1, 2, and 3 birch stairs, and then all we need to do for the rest of the ceiling is turn it into birch slabs, with the exception of this block right here, so just underneath the window, and also this one here in the corner. And then real quick, we're just going to head into the other room here and do a similar thing. So we'll start with a slab here, half a block above the window. Then we'll have an upside down stair, and we'll do the same thing over here, except having it be 2 wide. So 2 slabs, 2 stairs, and then we'll have 2 more slabs in the middle. So the floor is going to be primarily made out of polished diorite. If you really don't like this block, I know some people don't, feel free to use something else, but I love it with our color palette here. But first things first, we're actually going to build our enchanting table setup, and it's kind of integrated into the floor in this little section. So we're going to go ahead and break these 9 blocks here, that 3 by 3, and then we can also break these blocks all around it, including these in the corner. And then we can go ahead and place in some bookshelves. So we need 15 in total. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we can just break 12, 13, 14, and 15. And that will be enough for a full 30 level enchanting setup. What we can do now is just go ahead and break the rest of the blocks on the floor. Go ahead and grab your doors because you need to replace them afterwards, but just break all of the grass blocks you can see and replace it with that polished diorite. And once you've done that, go ahead and replace your doors back down like so. We're going to place in some other helpful items over here in this corner, starting with a blast furnace and smoker. Yes, we will have some regular furnaces upstairs in the build, but I think these two are quite helpful to have on hand when you need them. We're also going to stick an ender chest on top of the blast furnace. Then we're just going to turn around to the other side here, and we're going to place a smithing table, then an anvil, and then we're going to crouch and place a soul lantern on top of the anvil, and then we're just going to hang a grindstone underneath that log there. And then we can go ahead and place in 1, 2, 3 birch trapdoors just to kind of cover up the top of the bookshelf. Now down here on the floor in the enchanting setup, we're actually going to turn 8 of these blocks into upside down barrels, so we can actually use them as storage, which is really helpful. So we're going to break all of these blocks down by 3. So just dig all of these out like that. And then you want to crouch and just go around and place a bunch of upside down barrels on the outside of the block, leaving the center gap open here for an enchanting table, of course. So it should look like this, and obviously you can still access them all entirely and just gives you a bit more storage. I'd recommend going ahead and filling all of this in with some blocks so you don't get any mobs spawning down here, and then you can just pillar back out and place in your enchanting table. And like I said, you can still use this as storage. Last but not least for this clip, we're just going to place in 2 cherry trapdoors on the top of these deep slate blocks with a brewing stand on top if you ever need to do some brewing. Now, of course, this isn't that much storage. We're going to need a little bit more, so we're going to come through into this extension here, and we're just going to add 3 double chests kind of stacked up against the wall. And hopefully that should be enough, other than a couple of more chests we have upstairs, but this will be kind of like the bulk of the storage. Then over here in the end bit of this room, we're going to have a crafting table with a stone cutter in front of it. 2 very helpful blocks to have in survival. And then we're going to have a flower pot just on top of our crafting table with something inside, of course. And now we're ready to head upstairs. So what we can do is place in 4 ladders and we can start work on our small bedroom. As I mentioned earlier, this is where the main furnaces are going to be going. We're actually going to stick 2 just above these blocks here on either side. So 4 furnaces in total, which is plenty for the early game, which is what this house is designed to be used for. Then we're going to have 3 cherry stairs upside down on either side, and we'll just place a chain with a soul lantern in the center to nicely light up the room. And of course, our bedroom needs a bed. I'm choosing this glorious pink bed since we're in the cherry blossom biome. And then just beside that, we're going to have a loom, and we actually want to place it backwards. So it might be easiest to maybe break your bed for now and just go ahead and crouch and place that one in the corner there, so we get these 2 textures on show and you don't see the actual front of the loom. Might be a little bit finicky, but I'm sure you can get there. So go ahead and replace your bed back down. Now obviously we don't want this top bit on show. We're trying to make this look like some sort of drawer or cabinet maybe, so cover it up with a birch trapdoor. We can also go ahead and slap a painting down here on these two blocks. There's one particular one I'm looking for. Gonna cycle through until I get it because it's very pretty and definitely suits this house. There it is, that's the one I was looking for. And then over here in this corner, we're going to have our cartography table, just in case you want to make some maps, with a chest on top and a chest to the side, just for a little bit more storage. So there we go, everybody. That's how you build a cherry wood house in Minecraft. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you ever so much for doing that, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.